Hello, I'm Ryan Henry, and this is Warfront Airsoft. Today, we are comparing real guns to airsoft. For instance, this is a gas blowback GTP-9, also known as a Glock. However, this is a real Glock 17. Today, all the guns on this table will be fired. I will show you two versions of each firing. A slow-mo and a real-time. They are in the same video. Now let's get into it. Alright, so to start, we have handguns. This is a gas blowback GTP-9 by G&G Armament. It is airsoft, not real. This is a real Glock 17. Now, for you concerned parents out there, my parent is right behind the camera. We are being very safe. This is the magazine I used for the intro. It is empty. So, to start, the G&G is a lot lighter, even though it has a metal slide. And I have painted over the orange tip because I play in a dark room and the orange tip gives me away. So, slides, oh man. Glock slide is kind of hard to pull back, but you get used to it. This one, however, you can really move fast, cock it any way you want. So after that, we're going to get on to shooting the guns. Looks like one of our neighbors has beat us to it, so why don't we get into it? Alright everyone, so we are going to first fire the gas blowback airsoft gun. So I'm shooting downrange, there's nothing down there. So watch this pistol, how little recoil it gives me. And it's I guess, okay. Alright, so next we have the Glock 17. We're being safe, of course. So, loaded mag. Ear protection on. We have checked that is a safe line of fire. So, I'm going to do a few one-hand shots, but to start, two-hand. Now, if you watch the slow-mo, I'm going to put both of them up. You will see an obvious difference in recoil. Next, we will go on to shotguns. Alright, so these are the shotguns. This is an Airsoft Mossberg 590 pump shotgun, made for hip fire. This thing is super light. I bought it for about $30 at, let's see, that was Bi-Mart in Staten. So I will put up a link on buying this for yourself, though I do not suggest it. However, this is a Winchester Model 1300 12 gauge pump shotgun. We have birdshot for it today, and I will fire it, hip fire at least once for you guys. So this thing is a hell of a lot heavier. This thing has a hell of a lot heavier punch when it comes to pumping it. So we'll get into firing it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, so let's start with the Airsoft Shotgun. So as I said, this thing's got a hell of a lot more powerful pump. Yet, watch the recoil. This is a recreation of a 12 gauge. Let's go on to the real one. Alright, so we now have our real 12 gauge shotgun. I'm going to do 3 shots from the shoulder just because it's a freaking 12 gauge. Watch the recoil. And then I'm going to do 1 shot from the hip like this. So I'm going to put my air protection on. Now, you guys comment if you have a 7.62 because I have an Airsoft AK and I would really love to do a video like this on that. Oh! Alright, now for our shot from the hip. I'm only putting 1 in because I don't know what the hell will happen. Actually, that's hella fun. I'm going to fire another. This is our last shell out of this gun. Alright, now on to rifles. Alright guys, so we're on to our final category here, rifles. Being more specific, sniper/hunter rifles. So this is my personal hunting rifle. It's a 7mm 308, which means this shell has a 7mm bullet in it with a 308 cartridge, which means it fires way heavier than any 7mm they had. So, bullet pull. Real easy. Airsoft bolt pull. Oh my gosh, dang. This thing, the reason the bolt pulls so much is because springs. You have to compress the spring. So, this thing is definitely a lot heavier. This is made by a company called Game Face, which is Crossman, which is also known as junk. Do not buy Game Face. I'm borrowing this from a friend. So, we'll get into firing these. This is a 3-9x scope on my hunting rifle, and this is the cheapest scope I could find for this airsoft gun because it matches. So let's get into this. Alright, so we're going to start with the cheapy junk airsoft rifle. This thing actually shoots pretty straight. I'm using 0.2 gram BBs in it. I know I hate to do this, but I will also have a link for this. I'll also have a link for the G&G in the description below. So, this thing actually should kind of shoot straight. I suggest getting high grade BBs. You want real high weight. And also, it never cocks right. A little annoying. But, once you get used to it, no recoil. You'll see that in the slow-mo. So now, I'm not even going to cut it. We're going straight to the heavy gun. Let me help my dad with his ear protection. Alright, my cameraman has ear protection on. I'm only going to fire 2 shots out of this because it is darn expensive, man.
And loud.
Let me tell you. Oh yeah. Do not put your speaker at full blast. Trust me. Woohoo! Bro, I could see the muzzle flash through that scope. Literally, my scope just turned orange for a split second. That is ridiculous. Alright, so I'm going to go into our outro. Alright guys, so these are 3 things we were firing today. This is a 6mm BB for airsoft. These are usually shot around 300 to 500 FPS, sometimes lower, which is not fun. This is my 7mm 308 rifle cartridge. And this is the 9mm that we used for the Glock 17. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time.